So we just got out of Joe of the Masks and Papa Ben, and just got out of Walmart, which today is the first day that they company-wide have instituted the mask policy, where essentially all those that come to shop, as well as those that work there, are required to wear masks. If you don't want to wear a mask, you can do delivery or curbside pickup, or shop online and have them ship it directly to you. And why I'm doing a video on this is not because I think that Walmart doesn't have a right as a company to do this.
It's our private business.
Why I'm doing this video is, and this, he doesn't know what we're doing yet, is because I have now heard comparisons between boycotting because you don't like how someone does something. So someone chooses to not go to Walmart anymore because they don't agree with that policy. So they are boycotting that business.
Mm-hmm.
And I've also heard now that canceling or cancel culture is the exact same thing as boycotting.
No. They're not similar at all. One is the removal of a livelihood. The other is choosing to shop somewhere else because of political beliefs. You are not forcing your beliefs on someone else by boycotting a business.
Yeah.
By canceling someone, you are forcing your beliefs upon someone else because you don't believe like me. You aren't allowed a livelihood. You aren't allowed to live. You aren't allowed to be seen in public. You aren't allowed to exist.
You are doxxed.
Yeah.
Which doxing,
Boycotting.
for those that don't know, doxing is the giving out of someone's address without their permission to the public.
Mm-hmm. Boycotting is literally, I don't agree with what you're doing, so I don't want to give you my money.
Right.
I'm not forcing anyone else to not give you money. I'm not, now, like, there's a difference between boycotting and protesting by, like, standing in front of the doors and stuff. Picketing, that's actually technically illegal. Boycotting is not illegal, and doxing is illegal.
So it's kind of like where I don't go shopping at Big Five Sports anymore because they have decided to get rid of
Their anti-Second Amendment stuff.
Pistol and their rifle ammo and their things like that that they used to sell. So because they have said that, without statistics backing it up or anything, but they have said that the rifles and pistols and such that they legally sell are used in illegal crimes,
which statistics show no.
They are going to stop selling it, which again is their company's right, but they are going to stop selling it to save lives.
Which is, you're only stopping to sell it to make you and your shoppers feel good. It's not actually doing anything. Criminals don't obey laws.
Well, and so,
like,
I basically have, and I even tell other people this, hey, I'm sorry, I don't actually shop at Big Five because XYZ. I believe that they are very anti-Second Amendment, and the owner has come out speaking that way. So, I don't shop there, and that's my boycott of them.
Yeah.
My dad...
That's technically protected under First Amendment rights.
...loves them for their shoes.
Yes.
And so I tell Dad all the time when he tries to drive me there and purchase things and everything like that, is I say, sorry, I don't
I don't give them my business.
Yeah, I don't purchase things in here. I don't anything like that, unfortunately, because I believe my money talks. Now, that's not to say I don't go in front of their business and say, if you guys shop here, you are all evil, anti-constitutionalist, anti-USA, whatevers.
Yeah.
And say how horrible everyone is for shopping there. And try to make everyone feel guilty for associating with them. So there's your two differences in my mind, like Joe is saying. The making you feel guilty by association,
also,
or trying to make you feel guilty by association.
Also, the removing of your livelihood
is cancel.
Yeah.
To say, I disagree with you, so I am going to shop elsewhere, and I am going to advise others to shop elsewhere if they think as I do, is boycotting.
Yeah.
So I'm not going through and saying this individual needs to quit his job at Big Five.
Needs to be fired.
Because he is upholding their company's policy.
And then not only that, he should never be able to hold a job again. And every new job he gets, I'll call them and tell them.
Right.
Just
he worked at Big Five. You can't let him have a job because he worked at Big Five. There's no getting better after that.
Yeah. Cancel culture.
That's cancel culture.
As well as cancel culture is very mob mentality.
Right. Very well.
It's not
the
like
winds of the trees.
Yeah.
Sorry, by the winds of the trees, that means you can see the wind blowing one way on the trees one day, and then you see it blowing a different way a different day. That's mob mentality.
It's also why cancel culture eats itself all the time. One day the person calling for cancel culture, the next day the person's being canceled.
And so that's why there's a huge
technically
difference.
Cancel culture is against the First Amendment. Boycotting is not.
Right, because boycotting, you can still have your opinion.
Yeah.
And you can still say it.
The business can still say it. I'm just not going to give him money to say it.
And there are still people that may.
Yeah.
But
other people can agree with him and still give him money. That's fine.
And I'm not going to go up to that person and say you're evil for giving them money.
I will.
But that's the difference between
boycott and
boycott and cancel.
Yeah.
And in fact, with a boycott, if Big Five decided that it may be more lucrative for them to change,
you end the boycott.
People would go back that do boycott them. On the other hand, with cancel culture, if people were canceling, we'll say, oh shoot, what was his name?
That narrowed it down.
InfoWars guy, big, large.
Alex Jones.
Yeah, so Alex Jones is a big, huge one that has been canceled or tried to be canceled over and over again.
Removed from every single social media
platform.
platform.
If Alex Jones came out and said, hey, one of the random weird ideas that I pushed, I have found out was wrong.
Which he has done.
Here is the new information that I now have that is different than what was available when I did my first thing. Then cancel culture should not cancel him anymore. But that's not how cancel culture works.
Well, it's because you're canceled. You are not allowed a voice.
Well, beyond the you are not allowed a voice.
You're not allowed a voice. You're not allowed income. You're not allowed livelihood. You're not allowed to live. You're not allowed. Like many of the people that cancel culture continue to drive you down until the point that you commit suicide. And even then they feel, and they have said, even then that is not enough.
Even if you apologize, cancel culture will still go against you.
And that's again,
however, if you are boycotted and you decide to change, shift, do something different, that's why throughout history you see boycotts come and go.
Boycotts also tend to work more.
They don't say we decided to boycott Germany during World War II.
Which we did.
So therefore, because we boycotted Germany during World War II and we didn't like Hitler, we didn't like that Hitler.
We don't like Hitler. We don't like him very much.
Then we need to never give that boycott away because Germany can't ever change.
Which is false.
That would be cancel culture.
Which a lot of people still believe, actually, even with.
That is not boycott.
No.
Boycott was, we believe that Hitler, or apparently Hitler, was evil in what he did and how he portrayed what he believed.
Mm-hmm.
So we were not buying and selling anything out of his country.
Yep.
Then Hitler was removed from power and a new power that we were okay with and or agreed with was put in, and we started buying and selling things out of the country.
Well, several other countries we can also break up were lesser minor than Hitler.
Well, yeah. I was going to say something that was even more that we broke away from. America boycotted Britain, boycotted England. And now England is one of America's strongest allies.
Yeah, we boycotted from 1812 on to like...
Well, even way before then.
Well, 1812 was actually a forced boycott.
But I mean, with cancel culture then, we should have never gone back. So that's your difference between cancel and boycott. That's why I tend to side more with those that talk about boycott and not with those that talk about this person must be canceled. This person must be X'd out so you can never see them, never hear from them, never again will that person be allowed anything. Anyway, that's my 2 bits on that situation. And like Joe the Masks was saying here, apparently he's doing a hashtag. But anyway, like we were saying, it's kind of getting hot in here. Don't take off your clothes. So we are going to go ahead and see you guys next time. It'll either just be me or it'll be something like that. And this is definitely something that we need to cancel here. Anyway, you guys all have a wonderful day.